Good afternoon. I'm Parish President Chester Cedars. I'm at the offices of Waste Connections, and sitting to my left is Mr. Jamie Gilbert, who's the manager of market development for Waste Connections, and in fact, he's working very closely with us during our transition period into a new waste disposal program for the parish. Sitting to my right is Mr. Timothy Devonshire, who is the district manager for Waste Connection. What we want to do is spend a few minutes explaining to the public what to expect and when to expect it relative to our change in our waste disposal provider. As most of you know, our current provider will no longer service the parish as of January 1, 2022. Waste Connections will take the place of the current provider, Pelican, on that date. Now, today, Waste Connections will be mailing to all of the residents in the parish a postcard outlining what to expect from their company relative to the services that begins January 1, 2022. Couple things that I want to emphasize. The billing from Waste Connections will be quarterly. Your first bill will be mailed on December 1. And this is outlined in the flyer, but I think it's important we go over it. Your first billing will go out December 1, 2022. That will reflect charges for all of January, February, and March. Okay, again, December 1, 2021, bills go out for the first quarter of 2022 from Waste Connections. The billing, of course, will be quarterly, and it will cover all of the services embraced by the new program. So, this is important. If by the middle part of this month you have not received a postcard, you need to give Waste Connections a telephone call and discuss the fact that you have not received a postcard. That will enable them to then set up your account to make sure that when January 1, 2022 rolls around, you will not only have been billed, but you will be able to be serviced. And you can reach Waste Connections at area code 337-873-3982. Let me repeat that for you. 337-873-3982. A couple things we're going to do from this point forward. We're going to answer some of the questions that we have received either by telephone calls or through social media about the new program. And I hope that in the next few minutes we kind of cover all of these areas so that everyone would have a full understanding of the new program. And I think out of fairness, the first question that needs to be addressed: why did St. Martin Parish select Waste Connections? When it was agreed to terminate the current contract with our provider, the parish went out for what's called RFPs, requests for proposals, or it's kind of a bid process. And we solicited quotes from many different companies, and that gave us an opportunity to evaluate the companies as well as what was being offered by that company. By far, we felt, we being the St. Martin Parish Council and in my office as well, that Waste Connections was the best fit for St. Martin Parish. Waste Connections is the third largest waste disposal company in the country. They're publicly traded. They have a well-staffed call center designed specifically to address issues with billing and service issues as well. The company has its own landfill and has its own transfer facility. As a matter of fact, we're sitting at their local facility right off Interstate 10 at the Dusson-Mere exit. Local company has a great reputation. As a matter of fact, Waste Connection has serviced for many years several of our neighboring parishes. And we contacted those parishes and got very good complimentary references from them. Next area real quickly to discuss is the specific services that will be provided. There will be curbside household collections once per week with automated vehicles that we will talk about in a few moments. Twice monthly, twice per month, there will be bulky waste pickup. That's yard waste and white goods pickup. Waste Connections will service your current containers. If you now have 2 containers with our current provider, some of you may have 3. Whether you have 2 or 3, Waste Connections will service all of your current containers. Also, part of our program will be at least annually a hazardous waste day, just like we had in the middle part of September last month. So, again, those are the basic parameters of this program. It's pretty much the same, except that we will not have curbside recycling. We will, though, have 4 recycling convenience centers located throughout the parish, and we will be publishing information about those sites as things evolve. Again, postcard, November 1, you don't get it by the middle of the month, call Waste Connections. Secondly, January 1, 2022, Waste Connections will be your provider. So, I guess the first question, to the extent I may not have answered it, and I'll ask you this, Mr. Gilbert, when can people expect to receive, say, Waste Connection containers? Or tell us about how the transition on those containers will take place.
Okay, well, once we were awarded the contract, we were able to come into an agreement with Pelican Waste to purchase the containers that y'all currently have at your residence. So all Pelican containers will be purchased by us, and we're just going to decal them with our name. With that said, we're also bringing in over 2,000 of our carts for those of you who may have been waiting for carts or who have broken carts that need repair, because we will repair or replace all carts. And from that on, we're going to maintain. We have a dedicated cart service person that if you have a problem with your cart, when you contact us, we'll create a work order, and he'll be out there within a week to service that cart or replace it.
At this time, it'd be replaced with the Waste Connection container.
Yes. Okay. No more of those carts will be purchased. It'll be just our carts moving forward.
What about the recycling container that Pelican has provided, the one with the yellow lid?
Yeah, those cans, in the agreement to let every resident have 2 carts, you will use those carts as a second or additional garbage cart. We'll no longer do curbside recycling, so you can use as an additional cart. That way, if you have a party or for some reason you generate extra garbage, you'll have the can to put it in, and we'll service it.
Timothy, what about the service days?
So the service days, what we're doing is right now we're trying to keep as close to what Pelican's currently running. So we're trying to maximize our efficiencies. That way, we can get everything picked up in a timely fashion that none of the residents will feel any of the pains that they've felt in the past. So we're looking to minimize any day changes as possible. I know we had some requests for the lower end to be changed, so we're working at that. And I think with the number of trucks we're running versus what Pelican's running, we should have no problem keeping things as similar as possible.
Just to be clear, while we will strive to keep the same service days, there will be some changes. Yes, it's about pragmatic reasons.
Yeah, it'll be minimal.
Okay. What about the types of trucks that you're going to have? You're going to have people riding on the back emptying the garbage in the trucks, or what?
We'll only have one rear load truck working with one helper on the bulky waste pickup. That's going to be to handle the little small hand pick piles along with a grapple truck. So we're going to have 2 trucks running on the bulky waste. The other 5 trucks are going to be running, it's called a ZRAD or zero radius automated truck. And that truck won't spill a gum wrapper, and it dumps directly into the body of the truck, and it grabs it, puts it, when it sets it right back down. It's called an automatic side loader, so it's picked up on the side of the truck. And I know Pelican said they were running 4 trucks, but we're gonna do it with 5. That way we can make sure we get all the trash picked up in one day and get everybody back safe in a timely manner.
Jamie, you told me a statistic that I found interesting. When you have rear loaders or hoppers or people riding on the back of the truck, the average length of time, on the average, to pick up a household waste is 27 seconds, I think you told me?
Yes, but a good 25 to 35 seconds when you're working with people, because they have to pull the cart, put it on the tipper, tip it, bring it back in place. The side loader will dump a cart in 5 to 7 seconds max.
So you're saving that per pickup.
Per pickup or per cart, yeah, it's saving a bunch of time.
Okay. So the only people riding on the back of the truck will be to assist in the bulky waste pickups,
That is correct.
not the ordinary household waste.
That is correct.
That will be once a week. Okay. And all trucks recently purchased, or you transferred them from other areas? Exactly how that's going?
Yeah, so we have ordered all new vehicles and equipment, so every truck out there will be 2022 models. Like Jamie said, the 5 Zero Red, and then we also have we purchased a spare one. We do have other spares that are within 2 to 3 years old that we currently have in the other local parishes. But yeah, we'll have all that coming here in the middle of this month, so they'll be ready to go for the new year.
Okay, I'm a new customer, and I want to sign up. Or I'm an old customer, I want to make sure that you've got me down to start picking me up. What do I do? How do I sign up or confirm that I'm on your list to be picked up?
Well, right now it's still a little too early. Come the middle of November, we're going to upload the current list of customers that we have into our system. It's called RMO, or Route Manager Online. Once all those customers and we have the base set in our system, you can contact us, and if you need to validate your information, verify a phone number, email address, anything, we'll be able to do it in our system at that time. If we don't have you, it'll be a perfect time for us to get you added on. That way, when the bills go out on December 1st for the first quarter of next year, you'll be sure to receive your bill.
Now, I love to use this rascal. Never thought I would. And I like these apps that you can download. It's my understanding that you have an app. Waste Connection has an app.
Yes.
Tell us about it. Either one of you or both.
Do you want to take it?
Yeah, sure. Yes, the Waste Connection app is something that we've been having out for a few years and have been improving on. So if you want to, once we have you loaded into our system, you can pull your account up. You can see your service days. You can see a map. You can see what's approved or approved bulky waste items, what's not. Any announcements will be in this app. You can pay your bill on this app. It's very user friendly, and it's really what the future's moving to.
I looked at the app, and of course, it's not set up for St. Martin yet, but I noticed it has a feature where I can type in my address, and then when I type in the address, it'll tell me my service days.
That is correct.
And give me those push notifications, like a thunderstorm that might have you delayed, it will tell us.
That's right. If anything stops us, or let's say a truck breaks down, we have to tow it in, we can do automated call blasts and also send it to the app. That way, if something happened that the truck broke down and failed to get there that day, we'll be coming by the next day, or if due to inclement weather, as soon as it's safe to do so, we'll return to get the trash recovered.
And when we're talking about signing up for the program, you can also do that on your website, can you not?
Yes.
Okay, and I think that's WCICUSTOMER.com. WC Waste Connection Inc. So it's WCICustomer.com. And there you can just follow all the prompts.
Follow the prompts. It's real simple, user friendly.
Some of the problems, for many, many reasons, no one particularly at fault, that we've had is some kind of confusion with billings and whatever. What have you done to ensure that we will have as cogent and effective and efficient billing system and service system as possible without missing people?
So what we've done is we have the current providers, his list of people, and then we're running, what was the other list? I'm sorry.
Is a cart, he has a couple of lists that he gave us, but we're validating addresses and the billing address. And for our standpoint, we have some latest technology, some iPads that we're putting in the trucks. And this thing runs the customer list. We can do live dispatching from those.
And from what I recall from our previous discourse, since September, Waste Connection personnel have been actually going all over the parish, checking routes, checking addresses, and things of that nature.
Yeah, so we've been going out the last few weeks, and we're going to continue to do that, just to make sure that we have every address corresponding with what we have in our system, and then anything that's not, then we would mark that down, and we're keeping good track of that through having the laptops in the vehicles. So all that has been going very well, and we see ourselves continuing to do that for probably another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, to make sure we got everything done properly.
Who should a customer contact when they're having an issue with service?
Us.
Okay, and at that number,
If you feel you were missed, you contact Waste Connections. You can contact us through the app, or you can contact us through email, or you can contact us on our local phone number. We have a dedicated call center here at our facility, and that way we can get the work orders generated. We do have live stream cameras on the trucks that we can validate where the truck was or is and update any information.
And if I could just add to that, the stickers that we're putting on the current providers' containers will have our phone number very large on it, so you'll have that number handy.
okay, and that sticker you're putting on the container is listing your name. Mm-hmm. It doesn't drive whether you get picked up or not. It's just
Right.
okay.
Yeah, it's just a Waste Connection decal that we're putting over the Pelican decal, so you know who your new provider is. And we want everyone to have our local number.
Okay, I don't want to be redundant, but I think it's important. You would agree, Jamie and Timothy, that if a resident, say Martin Parish, does not get this postcard within a couple weeks, they need to contact Waste Connection, and so advise you. Is that correct?
Yes, it's very important to reach out to us so we have their correct information.
Okay. And the final piece of information that I wanted to pass along is the cost. The cost for this service will be $23.10 for Upper St. Martin Parish monthly. And of course, you will be billed 3 months in advance, and it will be $24.10 per month for Lower St. Martin. Second point is that you have your own transfer station located right here in the Rain area, as well as a landfill located, I think it's in Allen Parish. So you have your own landfill and your own transfer station. Don't have to depend on anybody but Waste Connection.
That's right.
So when I want to raise Cain with you, you're the guys I can contact.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
All right. Anything else, gentlemen?
Nope, I think we've covered it all.
Good. Look, I appreciate everyone taking the opportunity to listen to this video post. We will be doing additional posts and giving instructions as the weeks evolve to make sure that we will have a very smooth transition commencing January 1, 2022. In our next post, we're going to talk about how to place your containers, what direction to place it in, and what to expect from the truck. And I think we might even have a display or demonstration of how the truck picks up the container and puts it down and all, correct?
That is
Yes.
correct.
I'm looking forward to that. You're not going to let me drive the truck though, right?
No,
All right.
we'll let you ride.
Okay. Thank you very much.